Hey everybody, welcome back to the best U.S. Mint News channel on YouTube. I'm Son of a Silver Stacker. Today's date is 9/11/2024, and what should be a national holiday, but that's just my opinion. Now, in this video, we're going to be talking about the Uncirculated Coin Set from 2024, and we have new sales figures to go over. And why is it important to talk about sales? Well, it shows the demand, right? Because that's important, and the mintages, and that's also important too. But before we get into any of that, the yada yada, the like, share, and subscribe stuff. I hate saying that. Yeah, it just kind of makes my skin crawl. Now, let's get busy with it. And remember, we're always live and never edited over here to moneymetals.com. Gold's up 745 to 2534.90. Silver up 36 cents to 28.96. Platinum down 490 to 952. Even Steven, and palladium up $1.85 to 10.30. Over here, you're looking at an in-stock American Silver Eagle, whose premium is $7.59. Now, for a quantity of 1 through 39, you're going to be paying $36.55, and they will buy them back for $29.81 each. Now, over here to the bullion sales, no new tell-to-tale, yada, 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 right? So, twice a month we get numbers, even though it says they're updated every weekday. Do they only make 2 transactions a month? Makes you wonder. Now, over here to the cumulative sales figures we have for the 2024 Uncirculated Coin Set. That's product 24RJ, Romeo Juliet. Now, here we go. We're at adjusted net demand is at 142,270. Now, if we go over to that Coin World article with Mike Unser dated September 3rd, all right, that was just, 8 days ago now, I guess. The debut numbers for the Uncirculated Mint Set was 136,631. That means they sold an additional 5,639. So, yeah, and if we do the larger math, how many are left? Because we know 190,000, right? 190,000 is what the stated product limit is. And, well, less the 142 we're at now, we're standing at 47,730. Now, here's my question is, how many are they going to be selling going forward? Now, this is basically the first week of full sales for the Uncirculated Set for 2024. And we know why this mint set is popular, right? Number one, the mintages are fairly low, 190,000. Only last year at 185,000 is lower since like 1955. That's a huge number. That's in the modern era. That was the lowest. And here we go down and to the right. That's basically what we're looking at here. And not only here, but as far as the annual sets are concerned, the mint isn't as focused on these annual sets as they once were. This isn't your grandpa's mint set anymore, folks, with 4 million, 3 million, 2 million made. It's a fraction of that, 200,000, right? Yeah, fractional. That's exactly right. So as you can see, it comes with all 5 American Women quarters. That's $2.50. And you've got the penny through the dollar over here on this side. And like I said, we know why this set is special, the mintages, but also because of that Jefferson nickel from Denver. We stand at about 38 million of those minted this year. And we could see more, but we haven't yet, right? And it is already September. And the United States Mint in the month of December, right? They already started to get going on the 2025 coinage, and which means they have about 2 months, maybe 2.5 months left to strike more Jefferson nickels. And if they don't add any more, we're going to be about 10 million less than 2009 Jefferson nickels, and you know what those cost, right? Yeah, or at least you should know what those cost, because those are in short supply when it comes to buying rolls of those bad boys. Those are amazingly expensive. Now, speaking of expensive, this is always something that has kind of made me scratch my head. A lot of times when you buy U.S. Mint products, you can actually buy them for less than what the Mint sold them for, right? Particularly silver-proof sets back in the day, and even now, you could probably find silver-proof sets for less than retail, and that's a bummer in the summer. Now, like I said, what always makes me kind of scratch my head and wonder why is you see this sale, September 8th, that was just, 3 days ago now, 2024 United States Mint Uncirculated Coin Set sold for $41.50 with $5 shipping, just about right. So why does it make me scratch my head? Well, because it's still available. It's got the shiny candy-like red button, and it's only $29. And if you buy enough sets or enough products from the United States Mint, yeah, you get free shipping. So it makes me wonder, it's probably folks that are buying this that don't qualify for the free shipping, or maybe they don't know that it's still available for sale for $29 with $5 shipping. They pay $10 too much. And that's really a lesson for life, folks. Do you want to be this person that buys it for, that much money? Or do you want to buy it for retail, or maybe even less than retail? Look at that. Bam! That's 14 bids, $30, $1.99 shipping. Yeah, if that person didn't have, the person who bought this didn't have the loyalty program with the free shipping, yeah, that was probably a deal. They got it less than they could have bought it at the United States Mint. So that's something to think about. Now, let's go to the other story here for today. Let's talk about the United States Mint, because it's that's what we do here. Now, here we're going to find ourselves as Numismatic News. All right. This is from World Coin News staff 15 hours ago. And this is kind of, well, did you see the story I did about how the United States Mint can't really tell you where they source their gold from? In fact, they might have been funding some nefarious operations. Yeah. Notice how that was nowhere in the big news, like in the legacy media? Yeah, you won't find that anywheres. And that came out in March of this year. And shh, don't tell anybody. And then it actually came out 4 years ago. Shh, don't tell anybody. Nope. Yeah, so they couldn't say where they got their gold from. Hopefully, it is it's above board now, and it follows suit with the Patriot Act, and they can tell you where they source their gold now, because hopefully they got it all in line. Now, it would be really interesting if the United States Mint went to this angle that the Royal Mint did here. As you can see, the title of this article is Royal Mint Reveals New Factory Extracting Gold from E-Waste. And I would say this is probably a really good business to get into right about now. If they're doing it, I would imagine other folks that are doing this are probably reaping a tremendous reward right now because of gold's remarkable run here in the last year and a half, right? So, yeah, could you imagine? It's like up $1,000. It's incredible. So yeah, this is going to be pretty, I would imagine, lucrative for people who are recycling these things to extract gold. Right, says here, the Royal Mint unveiled a new factory that provides a more sustainable source of gold and reduces reliance on mining. That's absolutely brilliant. I love that. Right, less mining, good for the environment. Right, sustainable. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. This is the facility located is in South Wales. Oh, the Welsh get it. That's interesting. And uses that's near the Mint, actually, because the Royal Mint is in Wales. And uses the world's first patented chemistry from Canadian clean tech company Exir. Maybe that's interesting. Exir should do a video on that one. It extracts gold from printed circuit boards, PCBs, found in everyday items such as TVs, laptops, mobile phones, and mobile phones in minutes. That's interesting. It extracts it that quickly. What's interesting is how many printed circuit boards from the 70s and 80s, because they were ginormous compared to the ones today. How many of those are sitting in landfills that are going to be dug up, because those haven't gone anywhere. Where are you going? Nowhere. That's right. It says here, Exir's chemistry works at room temperature, creating a more energy efficient and cost effective method of gold recovery. That's what it's all about. And you're going to probably see other methods of gold recovery introduced here rather soon because of gold's trajectory and its future. Let's be real. I think we've seen the futures of gold, and they're much higher than we stand now at this $2,500 that we've been bouncing around at. The factory has scaled the innovative technology from laboratory to industrial level and can process up to 4,000 tons of PCBs, right, from e-waste annually. Now, how much gold will that extract, right? That would be probably a great next line. It provides the UK's oldest company, that's right, that's the Royal Mint, with a more sustainable way to mine. They're calling that mining. Isn't that interesting? High quality 4/9 fine purity gold. Recovered gold is already being used in the luxury jewelry collection 886 by the Royal Mint. And do you get those emails? I do. I wouldn't buy any of that. I think it's garbage, but that's just me. According to the United Nations Global E-Waste Monitor, the generation of worldwide e-waste is rising by 2.6 million tons every year. Yeah, and they're only able to do 4,000 tons, and there's 2.6 million tons every year. Yeah, I'd say they'd have to scale it up ridiculously fast to keep up to this record pace. That's now a record of 62 million tons of e-waste was produced in 2022, up 82% from 2010. Yeah, that's remarkable. The factory offers a more sustainable solution to this growing environmental challenge. It has been designed to ensure that the valuable finite resources are recovered and other materials are appropriately treated for onward processing. And I will leave a link in the description for this particular article extracting gold from e-waste. And that's a Royal Mint thing. So would the United States Mint do something like this? Are they forward-thinking enough to do something like this? I don't know. I don't really have any idea, right? It's not that I don't have faith in them. It's just that I think that would be really left field to see them do something awesome like this. Because look at all that e-waste, right? 4,000 tons a year compared to how many tons are getting look, 2.6 million to 4,000. Yeah, do the math right there, right? So interesting stuff, and opportunity is calling, I would think. Now over here to the plus ones. Bam! This is Proverb 23, and I probably should say Proverbs, plural. All right, 23, 17 and 18 says here, let your heart not envy sinners, rather those who revere the Lord all the day. For it shall endure, and your hope shall not be cut off. And I think if we're going to wrap our head around that one, what this means is that we should envy the person who really truly fears the Lord, learn from them, and emulate their deeds, their behaviors, right? Only this is lasting. Wealth and sinful pleasures are momentary. You know the one old saying that says, oh, what is it? It's a moment on the lips, a lifetime on the hips. It's kind of similar, sort of, mostly. Now let's go to 3 9's fine. Can we do 4 9's fine? No, let's give it a 3 9's fine. 99.9 KOI and Coin News Radio. This is Shakedown Street, Grateful Dead. Yeah, it's awesome. It's pretty epic. And I have been on a Grateful Dead kick lately. Not sure why. But yeah, it's really groovy and it's easy and mellow. So that's it. That's all there is. And I want to thank you all for coming. Stacker out.